Yep, now it's live.
Yay! Hi, everybody, and welcome to Pickled Okra.
I'm Jolene,
I'm Liz,
and
and we're recording this thing.
yeah.
I wonder if
It's
I
really
can
dark outside.
share this link so maybe people can come watch this.
Or at least just listen, since we're not showing video.
Yeah.
We look better in our little avatars than we do when the cameras are showing.
Hey, I thought I looked pretty good.
Well, I'm just saying I do.
I still have my makeup on from earlier.
I don't have makeup on, so no one wants to see me. It's
That's
really
not
dark
true.
out here. I think it's gonna rain again really hard.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Have
Anyway.
you been getting a lot of
How are you
rain
doing?
recently? What?
Yes, it won't stop every day. It's rain, rain, rain. And it's cold. It's not warm. I hear you typing.
Yeah, I'm putting this on Twitter so people can come watch us if they want to.
All right. Well, anyway. Yeah. I don't know what to talk about right now at this moment. It's like everything just left my brain.
Okay. Well, like literally none of the things that we were talking about beforehand
Yes.
are things that are appropriate for us to talk about right now.
Well,
so,
of course. Of course.
What is appropriate for us to talk about? Oh, well, we were talking about how sometimes you look skinnier than you are, or whatever. Or sometimes you take a picture and you just look really fat.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know what that's about, because sometimes. No, somebody took a picture of me today at a baby shower, and I looked really fat.
But I just saw you, and I was like, whoa, what happened to you? You're so skinny looking.
I know, and we tried looking at me from all different angles and never could make me look fat again, so I don't know what the problem is. But that's okay, because you know what I was reading today?
What?
I was reading an article about, I think it was called Eternal Curves or something, and basically, well, I don't know what I'm going to say about that, but I don't know.
I was at the doctor on Tuesday of this week, and I felt like, because I've been running again, but I don't really run like intensely. I just run slowly and for longer periods of time. But my doctor was saying people who are more casual about exercising, we live longer than some of the elite like marathon trainers. She was reading some kind of study and sharing that information with me. But she was, it made me think that a little chubby and a little curvy is okay because we'll live longer than all the rest of you. So.
Hey, that's fine.
Sorry, I don't know why I think that's funny.
Have I ever snorted on a podcast? Like snorted while I was laughing? I have.
You may. I think so. I think you have in the past at least.
It's embarrassing.
It's okay. We just discovered this show thing called Mortified.
Yeah?
Did you ever hear of this before?
I don't think so.
Where people read from their like adolescent diaries as like 30-somethings in front of an audience and like basically laugh with and at themselves. And I thought to myself, oh my gosh, I have some doozies in my diaries.
Do we? Well, remember we like one time we thought about doing that.
We should do it. We should totally do a special episode of. Like,
well, does it have to be a special episode? Because I have my diary from the year 2000.
No, I have to dig mine out.
Like right here. I'm trying not to drop things off of the desk. Okay, sorry.
Mine is packed in a box in the storage space, so it'll have to be another time.
It could just be me getting mortified this time. Would you like that?
I don't know. Are you in a mood to be mortified right now?
I think I'm really up for anything right at this
You're
second.
very bubbly. You're very bubbly.
Yeah,
And like bubbly is
hold on just a second. I have to reach over here and turn on the lamp.
okay. Okay.
Okay, sorry.
It's okay.
Um,
Bubbly, and don't take this in any way as an offense, but you're not typically a person I would describe as bubbly.
what are you saying, Jolene?
I'm no bubbly to me is like not your personality.
Yeah.
That's just all I'm saying. Like, but
Okay.
today you seem very bubbly. It's
It's
very out of the
because I think I'm
ordinary.
like going out of my mind or something. I think. A little bit. Oh, there's my scissors. I was looking for these. Um,
I don't mean that in any kind of a negative
no,
way.
no, it's
I
totally
don't
fine.
consider myself a bubbly person either, to be honest. So it's not like
I
I'm.
said the word totes earlier,
Yeah,
and I wasn't talking
exactly.
about a tote bag.
She was talking like as in totally
Hmm.
totes. I'm like, where did you come from?
It's this person that lives like deep, deep in the recesses of my brain. So, what were we talking about? Oh,
You're mortified.
mortification.
Yeah.
Okay. Um, go away, little thing. Okay, there we go. Just go away. Okay.
Does this tell us if people come and watch or listen?
I think it. Well, see down there on the bottom it says viewers.
Mine doesn't say that.
Oh, it doesn't. Mine
No.
does. Maybe it's because I'm hosting it.
Oh, yeah, that's probably why. Okay. I'm just curious if there were any viewers.
Ugh. I don't know if I can do this. I can read you all the lyrics that I wrote in the side of the page if you would like.
I wish I could like go and dig out my diary right now because I have some doozies in there. Oh my goodness. I used to grade my days. Like
Oh
today
yeah.
was an A plus day or it was an F minus. Oh, there's some good stuff in there.
Ugh.
I don't know. Jeff was like looking at something on or I don't think it was YouTube. I think it was on Netflix, and it was something about mortified. And so maybe when you have some opportunity to watch TV in your home,
Mhm.
you can watch it and laugh at it because it was kind of funny. Excuse my yawning. It's late here. And I've been getting up at like 5 a.m. every day for some crazy reason.
Why are you doing that?
I don't know. It's just I don't know if it's like all of the things on my mind lately. But I like wake up at like 4 every morning and I'm like, go back to sleep. Go back to sleep, go back to sleep. I have a lot in my brain right now, including like 2 other languages that I I don't know. I just have stuff floating around in my brain. It's weird.
Um, I'm sorry. I'm just reading through this journal, and I'm not really sure that it's good for my like my mental state.
No, you probably shouldn't. Is it gonna make you depressed? Don't let it.
No, it's gonna make me feel weird things about weird things, and I don't know.
All right, close it and put it away.
Why though? But it's maybe I.
We need to spend time.
Ah! Oh my goodness gracious! This has been just sitting out here.
Oh my goodness. What could possibly be in there?
I think it's too embarrassing to talk about.
Okay.
I don't know. Like, okay, I'm just gonna say this. Arr.
You don't have to.
No, I don't know. I mean, because it's not embarrassing for me, except for that I couldn't spell the word develop.
Oh my gosh. Where are you going with that?
Oh, I don't know. No, not where you think. No.
Okay.
It was 2001. We were well past that.
Okay.
Well past that. Um,
Oh, 2001.
mm,
That's the last time I was in Europe.
I
Wow.
think I was like very depressed in this journal.
Really?
Well, I mean, yeah, it's the pain is almost unbearable. I really do think I need to see a doctor. I'm scared. I don't know what I was even talking about.
Oh
Glad we
no.
made it past that. I guess I wasn't that. I think that may have been when I was sick.
Oh my gosh.
Like sick. And I had to go to the doctor, and the doctor told me things I didn't want to hear.
Mm.
Yeah. I have
I know.
letters that I was writing to pen pals in here.
Oh, I have boxes of pen pal stuff. I should dig that stuff out. Oh man. Hmm.
Oh no, I found a poem I wrote. Ugh. 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 This is so embarrassing. Okay, so tell me about this show. I know, I can't even say it. So,
I mean, it was like a documentary talking about this thing called Mortified, where people, like everyday people, come and they meet with these producers, and they like kind of go through their boxes of things and help them to find funny things to read in front of people as in an audience. And like I immediately thought that, wow, I probably have some really good stuff in there. Uh,
so are they just their journals, or are they bringing out?
it's other stuff too, like a love letter, um,
Oh.
just random things that they may have saved over the years from their adolescence, and it's like normal people. So I guess it like turned into, like, it inspired some kind of celebrity type thing, because Jeff was watching Megan Mullally and her husband there.
I love him. He's so funny.
Whatever.
Nick
He's so
Offerman.
funny. But yes,
He
yes.
looks like
And
Garfield the cat,
they
only
were
human.
they were doing something where they were doing, reading through diaries. But Jeff said that this other stage sort of show was something that inspired that. I don't know. You're gonna have to search for it.
Fascinating.
Yes.
I have a box of memories.
I have lots of boxes of memories boxed away and
Did you
put
save
away.
any love letters?
Recently I found some kind of love letter. I should find it.
Okay, like
it.
one that you wrote, or one that someone wrote to you?
One that I wrote.
Oh, and you'd never sent it?
Listen, no one ever loved me.
Oh, Jolene. Okay? I love you.
I had no admirers ever until my husband.
Eyeliner turned my life around. There's some lag because I'm hearing that in the background.
There's what?
There's lag because I'm hearing myself after I speak. I'm hearing it through your speakers.
Oh, okay. But you can't, because I have headphones on.
Sorry, but I can only tell you. Like, I'm hearing myself.
That's weird.
I don't know.
I'm not hearing myself. I'm not hearing you twice either. That's weird. Anyway, so yeah, I was I don't know. If I had any admirers, I didn't know about them, and I can't imagine there were any, because I was a nerd and a weirdo with a big afro puff on my head. That's what they called me. Afro.
Oh, Jolene.
Don't let your children with curly, thick hair get short layers cut into their hair. It's a terrible thing. You also get called tree because you're tall and you have a big bushy head. Oh my gosh.
You're so mean.
I should pull out some pictures for you, Elizabeth, because I don't think you've even seen the half of it.
I've never seen any pictures from when you were a teenager, and you've never seen any of me, because that's the way.
I have seen some of them, though.
Yeah, but that was after the eyeliner. It was post-eyeliner. So there's like, it was a phase. Like, everybody's kind of got this weird, awkward phase, and mine lasted from about 12 to, well, it doesn't sound long when I say it, but it felt like an eternity when I was there.
Mine was from 3rd grade until ninth grade.
I don't count whenever you were in elementary school as part of that because you're just a kid.
No, yes, but I was like an early developing child, and I had really I was like taller than my 5th grade teacher in 5th grade, and it was just horrible. It was a horrible existence. This is going to be turning depressing. Let's not go there.
Okay.
I got called Jolanta Heranta Boy Shoes Elvis with a little bit of sideburns. All sorts of horrible things. Tree.
Oh, did you hear that sound? That was my phone.
Who's whistling at you?
Oh, no, it's not like that. It's whenever I tweeted at our podcast.
Oh.
I have the sniffles a little bit.
Oh, I'm sorry.
So I was going to say something about that. Oh, love letters and admirers and stuff.
So did you get love letters?
Okay. Yeah. Once or twice. Well, okay. Like, only one later that kind of counted.
Mm-hmm.
It counted to me anyway. But, like, whenever I was in school, yeah, a boy that I really did not like wrote me a love letter. And, oh, no. His name was Billy. And he wrote me a love letter, and he snuck into my backpack on the bus and stuck it in my spelling book. And I got home, and I opened up my spelling book. This was 3rd grade. I opened up my spelling book to read, to work on my spelling words.
Mm-hmm.
And that letter fell out. And it was written on that paper that you write on in elementary school. The stuff with, like, 5 lines on it, and it's got, like, the grid so you can... You know what I'm talking about? Like the dotted line in the middle so you can practice your letters. Yes. The love letter was written on that.
Oh my gosh.
I tore it up into a million pieces because I didn't want my parents to see it because I thought I would get in trouble. And because all I knew was that I was not allowed to have a boyfriend. And I couldn't make it look like I had a boyfriend. And so then I tore it all up, and then I felt bad about it, and I dug it out of the trash, and I went and I showed it to my mom, and I was like, Billy put this in my spelling book. But, you know, he was probably really confused because we got married on the playground in kindergarten, so he probably just thought everything was cool.
Oh my gosh, that's funny.
Did you have playground weddings? We had playground weddings.
No. Elementary school, I have no memory of it, so. Well, not until like 4th grade, or 3rd grade. But we did. I don't remember any kind of playing with boys or anything like that.
I was first kissed in kindergarten.
I was first kissed in 12th grade.
Okay. Well, no. Okay, here, confession time, though. Confession time. I wasn't ever going to share this on the podcast, I don't think, but I think I shared it on my blog a long time ago, which I've probably deleted since then because I probably thought better of it. But anyway, between kindergarten and me dating my husband, there were no kisses at all. At all. So, like, this boy named, so in between there, it doesn't matter, but and in fact, I remember somebody assuming that I hadn't been kissed whenever I was in school. Mm-hmm. But then I kind of had this secret boyfriend.
Ooh.
Yeah, because remember I wasn't allowed to have...
Real?
Huh?
Was he real?
Yes, he was a real person.
Okay, I'm just asking.
It was 7th or 8th grade, and he was from a different town, so that made it easier to get by with this. But so then whenever I got this boyfriend, then everybody like assumed, because everybody else was kissing all over everybody assumed that I was kissing this boy. So I just let them assume it because some guy said, Elizabeth, if you tell me that you haven't been kissed, I'm going to kiss you right now. I'm like, oh my God, please don't kiss me. Please don't kiss me. Please don't kiss me. And I'm so glad that he didn't, because I think he was, like, diseased. He kissed a lot of girls.
Oh my gosh.
So I just let everybody assume that. But in reality, the only time that I'd been kissed before that was in kindergarten, whenever I went to go put something up in the cloakroom. And a little boy named, I won't say his full name, but Zach, followed me into the room and kissed me right on the mouth. And I was so shocked by it that I slapped him right across the face. And the story goes, even though I don't remember any of this part, people who were in my class have told me this, that I shoved his head into one of the cubby holes in the cloakroom.
I could totally see.
I was so traumatized by it that I don't remember that. But I mean, I had brothers. I wasn't above, physical violence. And I felt violated.
Oh my gosh.
He followed me into the dark cloakroom. Oh, speaking of kindergarten, my kindergarten teacher died.
Oh, really?
Like 2 days ago, and her funeral is tomorrow.
Are you going?
I don't know. I have a lot to do, like with work and getting ready for the trip.
Yeah. Oh.
Sorry, didn't mean to bring the tone down.
Well, I think we brought the tone down like a while ago when we talked about depressing teenage angst and diaries and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And yeah, let's. What's something better we can talk about?
I don't know. I was listening to Unbreak My Heart by Toni Braxton earlier.
Oh my gosh! Wow.
And I was thinking about, because I was reading an article about how we really can't appreciate Shakespeare unless we understand all the dirty jokes. And, I'm all about a dirty joke. So anyway, I'm reading this, and it's explaining all these different dirty jokes that are in his plays and stuff that I didn't get, like
when you're in high school.
Yeah, no, like nobody taught us this. And like, I mean, little things like, well, I mean, I won't get totally into it, but I mean, you know how words like in Latin things are.
Yeah.
I'm trying. So there's like lots of swords and sheaths and
What's up?
And death and.
Okay. And maybe this is not what we want to talk about either.
And death and dying. No, I'm getting to a point here, I think.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, that's what I was going to get back around to. Oh, did I, like, just scandalize you? Are you okay?
Oh, yeah.
I know. I'll regret all this in the morning. So, let's just get it all out right now.
All right.
Yeah, and so they're talking about Romeo and Juliet and stuff, and in particular the death scene, because I guess there's something that's kind of a joke there that we don't get, because you think that it's this really tragic scene, but there's actually like a sex joke there. And but anyway, so that made me think. I was like, okay, Toni Braxton made me think this, because I was also like, I've had this song that from the Romeo and Juliet with Leonardo DiCaprio and Claire Danes in it. The song where they first see each other at the party, "Kissing You" by Desiree.
Okay.
Have you ever heard that song?
No.
It's such a good song. Maybe I'll put it on the end of this podcast.
Do you know what I listen to?
I was actually thinking maybe we should talk about the stuff that we listen to, because I have a feeling what I listened to when I was 14 and what you listened to when you were 14 are two very different things.
Yeah. Yeah, you want to know what I listen to?
Yes. Is the word orchestra in the name anywhere?
Yes. Glenn Miller?
Yeah.
Yep. I was listening to my father's music, which included Glenn Miller, Elvis, the Drifters. Yeah. Those were the three big ones. When CDs first came out, those were my first CDs. And my dad was a member of that like CD club, where you would order and you'd get CDs coming in the mail. And then 14 puts me at about, let me think, what is that, 8th grade?
Yeah.
Um, at some point in there, I was listening to early 90s, mid 90s country, Brooks and Dunn, Alan Jackson, you know,
Mhm.
that kind of stuff. So that was pretty much the extent of that. And then into high school, I switched to Christian music, like Petra and Newsboys and stuff like that.
Did you burn all your other CDs first?
No,
I'm just joking.
no, we didn't get rid of a bunch of CDs until I was in, I don't know, married maybe?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I have a stack of CDs that I've been meaning to get rid of, and they're just sitting in there.
Yeah, I don't know who listens to CDs anymore except my husband.
Well, I do sometimes just because it'll be cheaper for me to buy the hard copy and get a digital copy than it is for me to just buy the digital copy on
Um,
Amazon. Sometimes they'll run a deal like that where I'll pay $5.99 for the CD plus the digital copy, or $8.99 for the digital copy. So what do you think I do? You know,
yeah,
that's what I do.
yeah,
And so like right now, I have the Civil War CD in my car, which has been there since you came to visit in September.
yeah, because we listened to that on the way down to
Yeah.
the hiking.
And I gave you my critical analysis of it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
wow.
We won't get into that here. I don't want that recorded anywhere.
Ah, what were you listening to at 14? Now, you were
14?
2 years younger than me anyway,
Yeah,
so,
I was. So,
or you
um,
are still, so.
I am still. Someday maybe I'll catch up with you. Um, that's if you die.
Oh my gosh. This is like the weirdest conversation we've ever had.
Um, at 14, I was listening to NSYNC and basically nothing but
Oh
NSYNC. Like
gosh.
constantly listening
How are we
to,
friends?
I don't know, but like they had some good songs back then.
I was like just by the fact that it was a boy band, I was not even interested in it.
Um, okay, sorry, I was looking at something. Um, so you didn't like any boy bands?
No. Well, my mom at one point had bought the back no. New Kids on the Block.
That's a little before that, though.
Um that it for and mostly my sister listened to it, but I was more of I like listen to oldies. Like you can put on an oldie station and I'll like sing oldies. I'll know under the boardwalk, out on the sun, or whatever the words are. I don't know. I was a weird kid.
We had a cassette tape that I would listen to
Oh,
constantly
the
down at my.
Bengals.
Well, no, not the Bengals. I'm talking about like down at my grandparents' house.
Oh,
They had subscribed to like a Time Life thing,
yeah,
and it had all these different songs from the 50s and 60s whenever they were growing up.
yeah.
And my favorite song on this, I'm looking for it right now. My favorite song on this particular cassette tape. It
Hmm.
was because of the word that was in it.
Oh my gosh, what is it? Are you there? No, she's not
Yeah, you
there.
have to push it to talk.
No, there's nothing. What do you mean?
When you go over to the video, click on the YouTube video thing on the side.
Oh, see, did you tell me to do this? Because I did.
Isn't that fantastic? Anyway,
Oh, wow.
isn't that great?
Yeah, that was one of your favorites?
Oh, I love that song. I danced around to it all the time. I would go and turn that on, and yeah, it was my favorite song. I'm
Oh,
trying to
wow.
remember what else was on that cassette tape because me and my brother and my cousin, we wore that thing out.
I know, it's so sad, cassette tapes.
Mm-hmm.
We listened to the Bangles. We had a cassette tape of the Bangles. That was like our only 80. And Adrian listened to Wilson Phillips. Uh,
Um. Oh, there was
you
this one
just
song in third grade that I loved so much. What was it called? I always thought it was Wilson Phillips back then,
mhm.
but it wasn't. Maybe have I talked about this before? Okay,
You
let's listen to it.
okay.
Maybe. This thing is not.
Working
I'm
quickly.
sorry to whoever the one person is watching this
It's very
or
depressing.
listening to this. I'm sorry you don't get to see our lovely faces.
Well, they're
I
there in
mean,
the
our faces
corner.
are there. They're just not at all what we look like right at this moment. But
Oh.
here we go. Let's go to the next song. Okay, I don't know how long the intro is on this video, but I remember listening to this in third grade because like and like identifying with it because the boy that I loved, thought I loved in third grade, like was going out with another girl. You see the clothes they're wearing in this thing?
Oh my gosh. I know this. I know this song, but I don't think I've ever seen this video.
I think I want that dress that she's wearing. And the 90s stuff is coming back, so
I was just gonna say, like, that all reminds me of like what stuff my mom would have been wearing in the 90s.
I mean, it's so good.
It's a good song. I
It's
just
a great song, and it's like if you're really upset about something, this is the one to listen to. You can just cry it out to
and
this.
who is that expose?
Yeah,
I have never even heard of them. This is how like
I don't
I've I'm
know how many
familiar with
hits
the
they
song,
had.
but I don't know. Hmm.
What else was I listening to? Now, before I got into the boy bands, I mean, whenever I was in fourth grade, I got this little purple boom box, and before that, I had no access to music of any kind at all, other than my. I had the cassette soundtrack to The Sound of Music,
Mhm.
which I listened to all the time.
Mhm.
Um, and so then the first station that I found whenever I was a kid and got this little boombox was Magic 104.1, which was adult contemporary soft rock stuff.
Mhm.
And it was what Delilah came on at night.
Mhm. Oh, we've talked about Delilah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
love Delilah. And so I guess I started listening to that kind of stuff. Did you ever
Mhm.
listen to Selena?
Not really, but like I mean, there's the ones that were the songs that were on the radio. I mean, not anything like CD. Why? Like I didn't have the CD or anything like that,
Mm-hmm.
or cassette tape. I don't know what it would have been back then. But yeah, like I said, I was mostly like listening to old stuff. I was like listening to, but I was into classical music because I played an instrument and all that stuff. So I didn't. I don't know. I was weird. I was a weird
Well,
kid.
I
I'm
mean,
still
it's
probably weird,
my
I
my
guess.
first CD. I had two CDs that I got whenever I got my first CD player, and it was I know one of them was a Point of Grace CD, and another one I want to say was like the Nutcracker Suite.
Mhm.
So
Hmm.
that's what I had. It was exciting.
Hmm.
I think it had Swan Lake on the other side. I think you could turn it over, and Swan Lake was on the other side. Because, you know, some of them were double-sided, you know?
Yeah.
Like, weird. That was, like, always, that was a dumb idea, but, well, I mean, you always got them scratched up.
Yeah. That's probably why they didn't make that many of them like that.
Yeah. Same with DVDs, you know? Remember when they used to have, like, the standard version on one side and the widescreen on the other?
Yeah.
And I could never figure out which side because it wasn't ever clear. There wasn't a standard way that they marked that.
Oh,
sorry, this is a really weird, like, rant from 1997. So.
Oh, my goodness. So, what else? Are you, I don't know. This is like the most boring podcast we've ever done.
It is not. Stop saying that. It's not boring. I can go look up more Shakespeare's dirty jokes.
No, it's not.
That got us a viewer. I promise you. It was after I tweeted that this person stopped by, whoever they are. It's probably one of our faithful listeners. Hi, faithful listener.
What were some of the things we were going to talk about last podcast that we didn't get around to because we spent 2 hours talking about our TV shows?
I don't know. I don't know. You don't remember any of it?
No.
I was at a baby shower today.
I was practicing Polish.
Let's talk about that. That's what we were going to talk about. How I needed to have a discussion with you about how you're talking to Polish dudes on the internet.
Well, let's talk about how this came up. Because you called me one day, and I was in the middle of like editing somebody's CV.
Yeah, you're like, sorry, I have to get back to doing this for whoever. What are these people's names? Give me some names. What? Was that a name? What just came out of your mouth? A name?
No.
Okay.
Oh no, I tried to get the pronunciation right. Okay. Krzysztof.
I can't even do that.
I know. Grzegorz. Martin. Okay, but that's just 3. That's all.
Yeah. We had a discussion about deer and elk.
Oh, yes. Yes. We did have that discussion. Because that was a discussion I was talking about this one guy who runs, and he said that he saw an elk when he was running, and I'm like, and he called it a whoosh, and I was like, you saw a whoosh? I'm like, you mean like a yellen? And sorry, those are Polish words if you didn't know that.
Yellen is deer, and whoosh is like elk or moose, right?
Yes.
Something like that.
Yes. And I was like, no, you didn't see an elk. Like, no, come on. I'm like, I see deer all the time. They're not scary. And like, he's like talking about how it scared him. And I'm like, what are you talking about? And I'm like, it was probably just a deer. And now you corrected me because you said that in Europe the deer are bigger.
Right, because they're not like deer, like our deer. They're elk.
So I didn't apologize for that.
You should.
But I probably should. So, yeah.
So,
I'm not getting into anything that's inappropriate. I'm just saying.
No, you're not. It's fine. And like I can criticize you for talking to people on the internet. Good grief. I mean,
You just think it's funny because they're like Polish.
Well, not because they're Polish. I just think I think it's funny that you talk to people to like help them learn your language and to help you learn their language. It's just
and I do, and I talk to Polish women too. It's not like it's just men, so don't make me feel bad.
I know. What you say? You had the name of one that you talked to one like a lot, right?
Yeah, Marga. Or
Marga?
Margojata.
Oh.
But yeah, so.
I can't roll my R's.
Yeah, in just like in Spanish, Polish, you roll your R's.
Yeah, I can't like Er,
Do you know what your name would
ugh.
be in Polish?
Tell me.
Elżbieta.
I can't say that.
Elżbieta. It doesn't sound as good as I think it does when I say it. Like when I'm actually
When you
trying
like
hard.
in the groove and talking like that.
Yeah, Elżbieta. Yeah.
It sounds.
My name
That's a
has
pretty
no
name.
like. My name has no conversion in Polish. It's just my name.
Yeah.
My dad named me after that Dolly Parton song.
Did he really? No, you're named after relatives.
Well, yeah, but it was popular at the time.
You know about me
So,
almost getting named Charlotte, right?
well, you did tell me something about that, yes.
Do you know anything about the song?
No.
Well, my dad always joked with me about, you just be glad we didn't name you Charlotte. And it was because there was a song, and I'll let you hear it right now. I don't know if you'll like it. Warning, it's like, it's country. By the way, the baby shower that I was at today, this particular friend, I used to stay at her house. I'll tell you in just a second.
I see.
Okay, anyway, so the song goes on to talk about eating chocolate pie and fried chicken and swinging on the front porch just to swing in and, whatever.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, so good thing I didn't get named Charlotte.
Don't you love the way that the CD cover on this thing changes colors when it was playing? It's kind of funny.
Oh, was it doing that? I wasn't paying
It
attention.
was kind of funny. It was like green. He'd be green and then he's red and purple and anyway, sorry. Weird.
And that was an album cover. That
I
was
know.
a record.
I don't know that song.
Old
Just to
song.
make sure I may say that.
It's okay. Um, no, my friend who had a baby shower today,
Mhm.
whose name I am not saying because she hasn't announced that on social media, even though she's due in a month. And I'm not going to be the one who breaks the news of her pregnancy on the internet. So,
Yeah.
anyway, I used to go over to her house, and if you know me, then you'll be able to figure this out. But um, she had a pool table in her parents' game room, and they had a jukebox in there, and it had swinging on there, and so we would play swinging and Hey Bartender and all these different songs and like get up on the pool table and dance around. And I'm sure we shouldn't have done that, but we were all like 105 pounds at the time, so it was okay.
Oh my gosh. You dancing on a pool table is not something I ever pictured in my mind.
Well, I was 13. Things have
Still,
changed.
I know, but
I don't think I would get on a pool table now. I know I wouldn't. I don't know if my knees would let me like climb up there.
that's
I'd need a
funny.
lift. If you could give me a boost, maybe.
Oh, I'm gonna miss you.
You're gonna miss me. Oh,
I know. What am I gonna do?
I don't know. I mean, you'll get by fine.
Well, yeah, I
It'll
know, but
go
it'll be.
by in no time,
I know, but
which
still.
is kind of like making me sad too, because I'm like, I'm gonna be back in 2 weeks or something,
Hmm.
which is weird. Not really 2 weeks. Where will I be in 2 weeks? I will tell you right now. My countdown.
Yeah.
3 days, 22 hours until I leave.
Wow.
And 10 days and 16 hours until I'm in Scotland.
Wow.
I'm
When
gonna.
I when I book my airfare,
Oh, you
air
haven't said what you're booking airfare for.
I know.
Say
It's
it.
kind of
Well, you don't have to give details about it, but
I'm going to Poland. Yeah, and all you
going to
people can
Poland.
laugh at me, okay? Go ahead and laugh, because you all are thinking like, what in the world are you going to Poland for? But I am. So I'll have to find one of those counters and like put it on my. I don't even know where. Where do you have your little counter on your
It's on my
phone?
phone. Mm-hmm.
I'll have to find a little countdown app or something. Oh, I have to think. I have you to thank.
Why?
Because you inspired me.
Oh, that's sweet.
With your bravery.
I don't feel brave right now. Do you know it's gonna storm the night that I'm flying out?
It's so funny because, like,
why is it doing that?
I know. Oh, it's because it always does that.
And there's an 80% chance of rain in London whenever I get there.
But it's London. Come on.
I know,
and
I've bought a raincoat just because of
gray.
And I am taking an umbrella with me.
Yeah.
I wasn't going to, and I'm going to now. Because how am I supposed to walk from the tube station to where I'm staying? I have to have an umbrella now.
Yeah, that's not a bad thing. So, okay. What was I going to tell you? Oh my goodness, my brain is gone.
Something about traveling to Poland and
being brave. I was just going to say, can you believe that, like, how many months ago was it that we did a podcast where I was like, you just need to do it and book it.
And now I'm just doing it.
And it's like, it's here soon.
So did I tell you that I booked a tour?
Yes, you did.
I'm so excited about this. I think maybe I'm looking forward to this more than anything in the entire trip now. Which is fine because it's about 2 days before I leave, so I have that to look forward to at the end. I decided that rather than just hanging out in the city, because so many people had asked me if I was going to, get out in the country or go up into the Highlands or anything, I decided that that would be a good thing to do. So, and I was reading about it in a Rick Steves guide, and there was a couple that he recommended, and so I looked up one of the tour guide companies, and I booked a tour. And I leave at 8 o'clock in the morning, and I get home at 8 o'clock at night, and we drive a long ways in a red bus.
Cool.
Up into the hills, and it looks like there are pictures of the places that they stop. And oh my goodness, it looks so amazing. How am I ever going to come back home again? I am coming back home again, government, just so you know. I am coming back.
I considered, I looked into something similar because I would like to see some castles maybe. Like old medieval castles. Like
Poland?
Yeah. There's a lot of castles there.
Really?
Yeah. So
Why didn't you tell me there were castles? You can get me to go anywhere when there are castles.
Where I'm staying is actually near a moat, that used to be around the city. And there used to be, I guess, I don't know. I think it's just cool. I'm staying in a city that's like a medieval city, and it has a place that used to be a moat.
That's cool.
It's crazy.
I've never seen a moat before. There's a lot of things that I've never seen that by this time next week I will have seen. Yeah. Who's buzzing me? Someone's buzzing me on my phone.
I'm so excited for you.
I'm getting nervous, not bad nervous, but just, and it's more in relation to some other things that I'll share with you off air, work things and stuff like that. So, but I so appreciate you being there for me and just listening to me whenever I need to talk to you.
Oh.
Because sometimes I just need someone to talk to.
You're so nice. This is really the weirdest podcast that we've done.
I know. But I've been trying not to scream. A little while ago I was sitting over in my spot on the couch. And I was silently screaming. There was no sound coming out of me, but I was screaming really.
Yeah.
And Kevin was like, "What are you doing?" And I'm like, "Can't you tell I'm screaming?"
Oh my god.
And I knew that whenever it got close to it, I would be doing everything that I could not to run around the house. You
need to start packing.
I know I do. I know I do. I know I do.
How long in advance does Rick Steves say you should pack?
He doesn't say anything about that. He just gives you a checklist.
All right. Well, I read you should start packing a week ahead of time.
Mm. It's too late for that.
I'm just saying.
I've never packed before 2 a.m. before the day I left.
I don't know how you did it, because I am a person who packs like a week ahead of time, just normally, because I'm a weirdo. I'm like, I'll pull out the thing and I'll start putting stuff in it, and I'll take stuff out and whatever, like throughout the week.
Well, I'm only going to take like I'm not taking a ton of stuff, a ton of clothing.
This is a conversation we're going to have upon your return. Packing and baggage and that kind of stuff. Luggage, whatever the word is. Because in thinking about this, it sort of makes me nervous. Because you saw how much stuff I brought on my trip.
It was ridiculous. You looked like you were moving into my house.
So I'm going to have to really think about how I'm going to do this, because I don't think I'll take that particular piece of luggage. I think it's too big.
But you're staying a lot longer than I am, right?
17 nights.
That's longer than me.
And it's in one place, like renting a flat.
I'm a little jealous of that, honestly. I wish that this was a trip where I was going and not moving around anywhere.
Yeah, but you'll be able to appreciate it, and then you can go again another time and stay somewhere longer.
Yeah.
But I'm like, I need to, you're going to have to tell me how you do it, because this packing thing is going to be it'll be summer, so I'll have lighter weight clothing, because I think that was part of the problem too.
Yeah.
Winter clothing is heavy.
Yeah.
Well, you live in the frozen tundra up here. You have to be prepared.
I'm going to wash my clothes there.
Yep.
So.
How many outfits are you bringing?
Honestly, Rick Steves, and he's a man. So. And I'm actually, I think for tomorrow, for a blog post, I'm going to put together how my Sunday morning coffee. Yeah. I think I'm going to put together a list of all the things that I kind of referenced to get ready for this thing, because I have a lot of links that I was keeping track of. Rick Steves says something like take 3 shirts and 2 pairs of pants and a jacket, and he's really a minimalist about.
I think that's fine if you're traveling from place to place and no one's going to see you in the same place for a day. But I don't know. I'm going to be in a school for 2 weeks.
Yeah, that's a little different. Why don't you figure out a way that you can mix and match things? And
I know. Well, I'm having the problem right now of my clothing not fitting me, so I'm in a predicament of what to wear. I'm thinking this too far in advance, but I have to start thinking about it now.
You don't have to give me exact dates, but when are you going to be there? In June?
No, July and August.
Okay. Oh, okay.
Yeah. We don't finish school until June 27th this year.
I forget that you get out of school a lot later than we do. Well, speaking of August, Michael Bublé is coming to town. Yeah. I think I'll go see him with Jennifer.
Ooh. Oh, really?
Yeah, he tells dirty jokes.
I think you're going to be... Does he? I don't even know if I've ever listened to any of his music.
Really?
Yeah. I've maybe heard a Christmas song or something, but I'm not really up on the I don't know. I don't even know what kind of music you would call him.
Well, I think he gets lumped in adult contemporary, but then he sings a lot of standards and stuff. So I don't know what you call that.
Yeah, he's like a Harry Connick Jr. kind of guy.
You're making me yawn.
To
Why
me.
are you doing this to me?
Sorry, because it's late here. It's like 9 o'clock here, and I've been waking up at like unpleasant hours of the morning.
Oh, yes, Matt.
Hmm.
This was the most unannoying baby shower I've ever been to.
Really?
Yeah.
Did you have any activities to do, like decorating
Well, okay,
onesies?
I feel like that maybe there were some, but I showed up whenever they said the baby shower was starting, and I feel like they had already done them. So, I don't know.
Oh.
Like, because there were onesies, it
Hmm.
looked like they had done that thing where they decorate onesies.
Yeah.
And so I don't know. I don't know.
We
But
did
I
that
didn't
at
have
my
to
sister's.
participate
It
in
was kind of nice.
any kind of stupid baby shower game. And it was like a tea party. It was great.
Nice. My sister's baby shower was pleasant. It was low key. There was like in the front room that if you wanted to go make a onesie, you could decorate that. There were like a couple of trivia games which I always like win because I'm the obnoxious one in my family who like knows all sorts of minutiae. Minutia? What is the word? How do you
Minutia.
say that word?
Hmm.
Yeah, there you go. Uh,
Um,
and then everybody's like annoyed because it's like Jolene wins those all the time. Sorry, everybody.
I
Oh.
remember one time we played like Bible Trivial Pursuit in
Mhm.
Sunday school.
Mhm.
And I knew and just so you know, this is a totally uncommon thing for anybody in the denomination that I was brought up in to know. Like, nobody knew what this was. And I knew that one of the answers was Eucharist. And everybody was like, ugh,
What?
seriously, Elizabeth? Why do you have to know everything? You know? I can't help it. I read
Oh,
books.
yes.
I was going to
Have
say,
you read
oh,
any good books lately?
have I read any good
You
books
got
lately?
you got Lisa's book.
I sure did, and it's right over here. Hold on, though. Can I run and get something really quickly and read it to you?
Yeah.
Okay, be right
Sure.
back.
Okay, I'm just gonna sit here and babble on, I guess. I don't know. Maybe not, because nobody really wants to listen to me. Yeah. Hmm.
Okay, sorry.
That's okay. That's okay.
Okay, I'm back. Are you there?
Yeah. Okay. Yep, I'm here.
Kevin just told me that I had been like talking really loudly, like screaming.
You
I was wondering
are.
why you were. I am? Are you
Well,
kidding me
I
when I
mean, louder
screaming?
than you normally do.
Okay, I
You're
can't.
not screaming. You're just very.
It's because I have these
You're
earbuds
very
in.
animated.
I have these earbuds in, and I have no
Yeah.
idea how loudly I'm talking. I'm sorry.
It's not like it's
Should
not
I,
super loud. It's just louder than normal, I think.
should I whisper for the rest of the
You're
podcast?
fine.
This could
No.
turn into some
No, it's fine.
ASMR stuff. Are you
No,
sure?
it's fine. Yeah. Yeah.
I'm not a very good whisperer either.
I don't think I am either.
You know, that's what some people listen to on ASMR is whisper voices.
Oh, I needed to tell you about that. I listened to that. I listened to one where it was a girl whispering, and it was like it gave me the willies. Like, ugh,
Good willies or
ugh.
bad
It was
willies?
no bad. I was like, oh, I don't like this at all. Like, but I know when you were trying to explain to me that feeling,
Yeah.
and I know what it is now, because like I was like, ugh,
So
yuck.
are you uncomfortable with the feeling or do you enjoy it?
Yes, I don't like it at all.
Why?
It was, I don't know, it was very like weird.
But
It
you
weirded me
get the
out. I'm like,
you
ooh,
get
this
the
is,
feeling, but you don't like the
ugh.
feeling.
Yes. Because like it was like she would whisper and like you'd hear it in one ear and then you'd hear it in the other ear and I would be like, oh, that's so weird. Don't. Ugh. Yeah, I did not like that. And like people were commenting on how great her whispering was and how like
I like
it's
it
like
when they
this
talk in one
is
ear and then talk in the other ear. That's one of my favorite things.
oh ugh. It just makes me shudder thinking about it right now.
Oh,
Because
so
I
I
wanted to see what you
okay.
were talking about and I had no like yeah. Are we shouting again? We're both shouting now.
Are we both shouting? I don't know. Um, So,
Oh my
yes,
goodness.
new books. My lovely friend Lisa that you got to meet and become friends with when we were on our little road trip.
Yes.
Her book just came out.
Which is so exciting.
It is
And I need to get
so
one. I need to get
exciting.
my
It's
hands on one.
great. And she is such a sweetheart. People who,
She really is.
yeah, I mean, she's great. Her,
She really, really is.
truly, I mean, guys, really, I'm telling you, the best friends I have are people that I met on the internet. Like, I mean, not that I don't love my real life, I mean, you're my real life friend now. Lisa's my real life friend now, but I met you guys on the internet. And,
Yes.
um, yeah, more on internet friends in just a second, but so whenever like people who pre-ordered these books, they got a. I'm taking one of these earbuds out so I can have a little bit more awareness about how loudly I'm speaking. She sent postcards that because the front of her, I mean, Every Kiss a War is the title of her book, and her name is Lisa Cross Smith. If you want to look this up and buy her book, you should because she's wonderful. The front cover of the book are this painting of different of her mouth in different ways. I mean, you have to see it. I can't really explain it to you, but and so she sent out these postcards that she put her, lip prints on her whatever. She gave them a good smack and then sent them off in the mail. And she sent me a postcard for pre-ordering, and they were all different, I believe, Penguin book covers, the postcards. And the one she sent me was Virginia Woolf's, oh my gosh, which one was it? Hold on. Of course, like now I'm so sorry, Lisa, because I love it, and now my mind is going blank. Hold on just a second. Because I have a picture of it up here, and I know this makes for great listening. Yes,
we're not known for.
She sent me the cover was for A Room of One's Own, which, if you know the content of that, is just it's a wonderful, wonderful thing, and I just loved it. Anyway, so Lisa's got this great book out. I've read some of the stories before. Maybe I know I've read at least one because it was published elsewhere, and I'm sure some of the other ones were too. Yes, I know they were because it lists where they were all published. But it's so great, and could I read you the last paragraph of the last story?
Yeah.
It's nothing it's not a huge paragraph, but I just loved it so much. And I haven't read the story, so I have no idea what it's in reference to. But I'm going to read the story. And with your truck all packed, you gas it up and head out. From here to Oklahoma, you pretend she's next to you, smiling over at you, loving you. From Oklahoma to New Mexico, you let the windows down and try like hell to think about nothing but God. I love that. She's so good. So yeah, you need to go buy her book. It's fantastic.
I know, I do. I'm like excited.
I also got another book in the mail from another.
I saw that.
Yeah. It's this poet that I love. I started following her on Twitter because she makes these little wooden toys for babies and small children. And I heard about her from my dear friend Ree Drummond. And so I just started following her and her blog. And a couple of years ago, she did this 365 challenge where she wrote a poem every single day.
Wow.
Yeah, which I think sounds really cool, but I don't know. I think if I did that, I'd have to do it secretly. because I feel like what would come out would be too personal. Because I don't know
Mm.
how she does it. Because the things that she writes about are really, really personal things, and you can tell that they are. But she's so good.
Mhm.
Did you see that I posted a little bit of the first poem on Instagram the other day?
Yes. Mhm.
It's so good, and it's really short. Let me just read this to you. And I have no idea, like, the cadence that she would read this in either, so I'm just reading it like I see it. It's the first poem in her collection. Her name is Amy Turn Sharp, and the collection is Hold Me Like Ohio, which also has lips on the front. I have, like, bought a lot of books with
Hmm.
lips on the front of them recently. Don't know what it means. Okay. This first poem is called Look at Me. Something is happening to me. I'm on the verge of fire, combustion. My body is a compass. Tell me where I am. My mouth can't open wide enough. I want everything. I want you and the gunmetal skyline in my vision. I want to remember this. Now and all at once. I would write it on buildings, on bridges, on your back with my fingers. This is happening. Clocks spin. I shake. I would scare you. Scare anyone and everyone in any cardinal direction. How fantastic is that? She's so good.
Mhm.
I love that. I just opened it up and I was like, this is I was meant to read this right now in this moment. This is just absolutely perfect for me.
Mm. I'm amazed at people who can write so well because, like, I am a not very good at that kind of thing. I'm a very like I don't even know.
But I don't think
I'm
that's
not
fair to say.
creative.
You're unpracticed at that sort of thing.
Yeah, I just don't have that in me to like come up with that kind of stuff though.
Well, but
I can write.
if you have no interest in it, then I mean it doesn't. I mean,
Yeah, it's not that it's not no interest. It's just like I don't think that way. I think I'm not a very lyrical person when it comes to that kind of stuff. I don't know. I like always think about how I can write like these stupid long feasibility report type papers and let's
yeah,
sell electrostatic precipitators to Finland. Like, yeah, woohoo. And I
you
could
write
do a really
things
good
like
job
that.
of it. Well, I did. I was good at
Wow.
it. But or like 40 page long research papers on the youth movements in Poland. I can do all sorts of stuff like that, but when it comes to creative writing, I'm like,
Well, I've been challenging myself a little bit lately.
in,
Um,
in what way?
well, I've been writing more.
For yourself?
Well, for myself and
Like on the LJ Idol, which
yeah,
some of that stuff is like amazing. Well, not some of it, all of it. And I'm like, okay, that last thing you wrote, I don't know what it was about, but it made me really sad. It made me really sad. And people were like, that's so beautiful. And I was like, oh, that makes me really sad.
I know it's really sad. I can't even talk about it.
Oh gosh,
Um,
okay. Okay, no, let's not even
no,
go
it's
there then.
fine. It's fine. I mean, I brought this up. I want to talk about it. But yeah, I've
Okay.
been doing. I don't know. I think I make it really emotional about this. I have been.
I couldn't comment on that one because it made me cry. Like I was like, oh my
Are you
goodness.
kidding me? It made you cry?
Yeah. Because I was like, oh my gosh. I
Well,
don't even I don't even know what it was really about, but I guess maybe it leaves it open to interpretation and then people can appreciate it for that.
I hope
Go ahead.
so.
I
Like, I
interrupted
don't know
you.
if I write things with that sort of intention, but sometimes, I mean, okay, I'm going to talk for a little while about my writing. And
Okay.
because I don't put a lot of it out in the open, I don't know why. I mean, I'm not in school anymore, and I don't write things for people to critique. And I think because of that, I feel like maybe the quality of what I write is not
Mhm.
the caliber that it maybe used to be.
Mhm.
Um, and so I tend to hold back, and as you know, like, and it's kind of unlike me to, I mean, I don't necessarily think I'm a self-promoter or anything, but I mean, I do this podcast and I do another vidcast and I have a blog and everything, and I let people know when I'm doing things there, but I don't really let anybody know what I'm doing over on this other thing because it's super personal and I tend to write things and I don't know what's going to come out of me, and sometimes it just does, and I put it out there, and I don't worry about it so much because I don't think that many people who know me are reading it. So maybe you and maybe a couple of other people. But our friend Katie, who I am going to meet for the first time when I go over to England in just days now. Sorry, I'm like losing my train of thought because I was thinking about what day of the week it is. She encouraged me and has been encouraging me for a long time now to join LJ Idol, it's on LiveJournal. And I've been on LiveJournal for a really, really long time. In fact, the journal that I was about to read to you guys from earlier and decided not to is the thing that I stopped writing in whenever I got a LiveJournal. So that's why. I started a LiveJournal in like April of 2001 and never wrote in this journal again. So this is, anyway, it's been something that I've done for a really long time, and I started writing for this, and it's been really crazy. Essentially you get a new topic every week and write something based on that, and a few of the things have been pieces that I've reworked. And some of them are, creative nonfiction, some of them are straight up fiction, some of them are weirdly allegorical pieces about I don't even know what. And but I've had mostly really a good I've gotten some good comments on them. And I mean, I don't know who the people are that are commenting on them. So I guess what I'm saying is, if you're listening to this and you know what my LiveJournal name is, you can go over there and see the things that I have been writing. The title, the subject that we're given for each week is in the title of every single one of them. And last week's, which I really struggled with and almost didn't write at all because I wasn't sure where to go with it. I had a lot of routes that I thought I might take, and everything just seemed wrong. And so I took a really old piece and picked it up and just went through it again and tried to do something with it. And I liked what came out of it, and I think a lot of other people did too. It was the subject that we were given was No True Scotsman, which was weird, and I was like, what am I supposed to do with this, and what does this mean, because I'm going to be there in like 2 weeks. And anyway, but you liked it?
I did.
I'm glad you thought it was sad and not, I mean, somebody like commented and just said like hugs.
Oh.
Because I guess it is one of those kind of things. But nobody knows what that's about. I know what it's about. A little bit. I mean, I know one side of it. I don't know all of it. And it's not exactly what it appears on the
surface.
Well,
I have no idea what it's about, but I mean, you get an idea, I guess, sort of, but like basically I was like, this is so sad and I don't even really know what it's about, but it makes me feel really sad. I think that writing that can do that is amazing. Like, because like there's times when you can read stuff and it's sad, but you're just like, it's a story, whatever. Like, your writing in that one, it made me sad. And like I was like, oh. And it was so short, and I'm like, how can such a short little piece of writing do this? It's so good.
Thanks, Jolene, that makes me feel good. Sometimes it was really rough in college whenever I would have to take like a 5-page story in and have it critiqued by usually a small group of 5 other people. And they would look at it and either not get it or tear it to shreds because of one thing or another. And even a couple weeks ago in LJ Idol, I had somebody make a comment about
Mm-hmm.
one of the subjects we were given was a quote from Martin Luther King Jr.
Mm-hmm.
and something that made an appearance uh, in the work was a bucket of fried chicken. And this person, I wasn't even thinking about this. This was an old piece that I took, some old characters that I brought back and was trying to do something with. And I mean, I guess you would kind of have to have an understanding of where I'm from and maybe exactly what I'm talking about to get everything that's going on in the piece. But um, it's about two Native American women who are taking the bus from their town to Tulsa to go to work because their tribe offers a bus from their tiny town to take them to work in Tulsa, which is something that happens around here. So I guess you kind of have to. Anyway, I don't know what I'm saying about that, but it's been a challenge. But it's weird whenever people don't get what you're trying to say, and I think that because I used to be forced to write in longer form and create more of a narrative with a true plot of some sort, even though it's in not a small number of pages. I think it's been nice to write more flash fiction, and I don't even know if what I write actually fits into that. I don't know what the parameters are exactly, but to conjure up any feeling from somebody is good. Any kind of emotion, even if it's. I mean, I would prefer if they understood a little bit what it's about. But I think that you coming out of that last thing that I wrote and and it making you feel sad, that I feel like I succeeded there. So. I don't ever get to talk about this kind of thing with anybody, so this is nice.
Oh my goodness, I can't believe you're going to be gone.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, I mean, you don't even live near me anyway, but I'm going to feel like you're far away.
Yeah, because you can't talk to me, but you can tweet at me all that you want. Anybody can tweet at me all that they want. My name is Elizabeth Mell. It's ELIZABETHMELLE on Twitter. And if you would just tweet at me and make me feel better, it would be nice.
Oh, I hear your dog.
Yeah, she just went outside and she's barking now. I'm starting to, I think, drag a little bit. So.
Yeah, I think so too, and that's okay. We can kind of leave it here if you want. I think I'm going to relinquish the computer to my husband so he can print out some stuff, and then I'm going to look at Shabby Apple and see what dresses they have.
Are you going to buy a dress?
I don't know.
Question. Should I take a dress on my trip?
Yes.
I should?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
What kind of dress do you think you should bring?
Should I take my red dress? My Clara Oswald dress?
Well, do you have do you have a thing that you could wear that to?
I don't know. Probably not.
Because usually when I travel, I always bring at least one dress, and it's usually something comfortable.
I was thinking about getting some floral print tights to wear with it.
Do you think you're going to be warm? Well, no, it'll be kind of chilly there, I think.
Well, I think the dress is a little above my knee, or maybe right out my knee. I think I would want to wear tights with it.
Maybe. My
tan is gone.
Yeah.
Well, except for my dirty neck tan. Let me explain to you my dirty neck tan before we go. It's a good thing I'm going to be wearing my purse like most of the time when I'm walking around, because if anybody, not that I expect anybody to get up close and personal and get a good look at my neck, but and my décolletage, as my great aunt calls it. Why don't people use that word ever?
I don't know, because it's old-fashioned.
Yeah.
That's why.
Anyway, so I wore this purse to the zoo a few weeks ago, and the shirt that I wore with it was kind of a scoop neck.
Mm-hmm.
And so it came down a little bit low, and so a lot of my neck was exposed, and my purse was hanging across. And so now I have this tan with this hideous purse strap, pale spot across the front.
Oh.
And so I've got like this, I'm calling it my dirty neck tan because it looks like I haven't washed, but it's a tan. That reminds me of when there's a story that everybody tells that whenever my great-grandmother had her first baby, my great-grandmother was this Welsh woman and was very white. And she married a man who was about half Indian, quarter Indian. By Indian, I mean Native American. And her little baby girl, she was giving her a bath, and she was trying to scrub the dirt off of her elbows. Because, like, Native people, like, when our elbows bend, like, sometimes our elbows look darker. Like, especially in the summer, whenever we're just darker. I can't really explain it, but the elbows look darker, and it makes it look like they may be kind of dirty, but it's just the color of the skin. Mine are not like that right now because I'm pretty pale, but, and so she was scrubbing her elbows, and somebody told her, they were like, Margie, honey, that's not going to come off. It's the color of her skin, and so and I'm the same way whenever I've been.
You like pointed that out to me once. Like you're like,
what?
Are you Native American? Because you asked me if I was Native American.
Oh, because of your elbows?
Once because you were looking at my.
Yeah.
I think you were looking at my knuckles.
Oh, okay, yeah, yeah.
And like on my hands, and where they bend, you know, and I was like, yeah, and you're like. I knew it. And you recounted that same, not the same story, but that, like, what is the word I'm looking for? That, oh my gosh, it's late.
I know. Did you like the color of my nails that I chose?
I do. They're very nice.
I'm gonna turn the video back on.
Okay.
So I can show people my nails if anybody's watching. I don't know if they are.
Where did my video go? Oh, there it is.
Your video is not on.
But you're not.
I don't know where it is.
No, I know. I don't know where your video is. It's not showing me.
Hold on. Hold on a second.
Okay.
The thing that's on the cabinet. Yeah. Thank you. Sorry, that was Kevin stepping in and asking me a question. Okay. So let me blow this up here. Okay. Here I am. Hello, everybody. These are my nails. I painted them, and they look way brighter pink in this picture, in the video, than they actually are. But
yeah, because I saw the Instagram picture, and they look less.
Do you want to see my dirty neck tan? I don't know if I can. Can you see it a little bit?
It's like too blurry for me to see.
There's like this pale strap right there. I just showed my dirty neck tan on the internet. It's probably time for us to stop this.
All right, I'm cool with that.
Okay.
All right.
I love you, Jolene.
I love you too.
But I'll probably talk to you a couple of times between now and then when I need to get screamy.
Yeah, that's okay. You can. You're always welcome to call me and scream.
Okay.
All right.
I will.
All right.
Okay, thanks guys for listening to us. You can follow us on @Pickled Okras on Twitter.
No.
And we have a Facebook page, and we would like it if you would like it, even though I've heard terrible things about how Facebook is lately. Basically, no one will see our posts on there, even if we post, so maybe it's not worth it.
All right.
Okay.
Good night.
Night, night. Bye.
Bye.